Hey guys, so as you can see, we're not filming on set today.
But we will be clocking in with the co-founder of myBurgerLab, Renyi. Let's go clock in.
Hi, my name is Renyi. I am one of the co-founders of myBurgerLab. I've been with the company since the start, which is 2012. So myBurgerLab was founded a fun project so that we can have a place for friends to hang out.
The movement control order wasn't something that a lot of us saw coming or prepared for. What are the preliminary steps that you took to prepare your business?
So the first thing that we did about a month plus ago was to ensure that we heighten our safety and hygiene standards. So we make sure that the team were all temp checked, more frequent hand washes and sanitization. Let me show you this. See the lines on the floor, right? That 1 meter gap, and that was one of the first few things that we adapted. And of course, we saw food delivery guys. They were using thermometers to check on their temperature. So that's what we did as well. So we, as I can show you here, we have it at the entrance, and we have a little guide to show our customers on how to go about temping themselves. And there's a little advice there that says that, hey, if your temperature is too high, let us know. We will take care, we'll take away your food.
Right. Could you walk us through what you do in a day or how the branch operates in a day from beginning to end right now with the MCO?
So what will happen is when the team comes in, they will clock in. So we have a POS system here where they will clock in. And after that, they'll go to their individual station, whether it is the expediter over there, whether it is the griddle 1 over here, or griddle 2 over here, fryer, or assembly line. They will start arranging their station accordingly to allow them to function later. So they'll unwrap the food, just as we can see here.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is prepared, everything is ready to go. So once all those things are done, then as you can see here, they'll do their briefing and get ready for shift. After that, it's just a flurry of taking orders, making sure customers are served, resolving crisis, should there be any. Once the dust has settled at the end of the day, they'll start cleaning up, they'll start stock taking, they'll start packing things away, and relabeling the food items to make sure that they are used again properly the next day. And then they'll sit down again, as you saw, and do a debriefing to talk about what went wrong, what went right, and how can things better be tomorrow.
How many geeks do you have working for you right now?
So to run a shift, we need about 8 to 9 in the team. As you can see, they are going to do their briefing now. For the 6 stores that we have, that would be easily 48 geeks that we need at any given time. But of course, they don't work every day, so there's a rotation. So we have another backup of another 40 to 50 gigs who are on call.
Wow, that's just quite a few people actually.
Our usual operation is insane. The store managers are more coaches and mentors than they are store managers. So I'll just give you a bit of insight on how they do their briefing. So that's Ivan. He's just briefing the team on what's going down today.
So why do you have daily briefings? Like what are the content of those briefings?
So what they have to do is basically share what are their goals, what are their individual goals, what are their station goals. Then we talk about inventory, what is available for sale, how much do we have of what to watch out for, because not everything expires at the same time. They will also manage that to say, hey, we have this sauce extra, cashier, please suggest this particular burger a little bit more, right? Then of course, before the start of the shift, they will do a pledge together. They will promise each other to take care of one another. They'll promise to learn from one another. They promise to be clean, that kind of stuff. And it's a bit of a BurgerLab tradition. Why we do this is to get them involved. I don't want them to just come to work and just go straight to work. There's no connection. The ability for them to voice out their opinion, the ability for them to have an input is also part of the myBurgerLab philosophy, because it is their lab as well. It's not just the customers, it's not just mine, it's the people who work in it. So everyone has a voice.
As an eatery right now, what are you guys doing and what services are you providing?
I think the first and foremost is we have to understand that we are in a position to influence our social media channels. We have quite a substantial amount of customers and fans that are following, and we need to set the right message. So since day one, it wasn't about, hey, come to BurgerLab. The message was very clear: stay at home, don't be stupid, because if you come out, it is bad for everyone, and that you would have to stay at home longer We even posted a what I call a transparency post to say that, hey, for us to post this next post is difficult because it is hypocritical. Because I cannot tell everyone to go to stay home and then say, hey, come and do takeaway. So we were very honest about it. We do need your support. We do need your help. So we developed a website that allowed for people to order ahead of time so that there's a 30 minutes gap before they have to come into the store to pick up their order. Because the payment is made online, grab the food, and then they can get out. And we see ourselves as comfort food because number one, we're not cheap, but we see a lot of people buying us. And there must be some sense of safety in the time of crisis, still decide to spend a certain amount of money on burgers. And we see that as a responsibility for us to continue serving. That's why we keep open. But yeah, it's a mixed message. For us, we just want to let people know that we're here to serve, but at the same time, be safe.
Why do you think that transparency is so important? Because not a lot of eateries do the same thing that you guys do. But why do you think it's so important for you to say it?
I don't know, but what I can say that is within the BurgerLab DNA for the last 7-8 years, everything that we do, we make it a part of customers' journey. Well, if you look at the word myBurgerLab, why it's called myBurgerLab is because the word burger signifies what we eat. Lab, it means that we're experimental, not just on flavors, but also on how we do our business, how we manage our team, how we do marketing. It's all experimental. But the most important word is the word my. The word my, for anyone that says it, has a sense of belonging. And we want our customers to be a part of this journey. When people go to myBurgerLab, it is their burger lab as well.
I see. So you mentioned something about the pre-ordering and making sure that nobody has to line up. How do you ensure that the food is fresh when the customer picks it up?
What we made it very clear on the website was that the food will be ready in 30 minutes. So once the order comes in, the team will time it a little bit to ensure that the food is ready. So anyone that comes earlier, unfortunately, they will have to wait. We were glad that we invested that resources into developing that website 2 years ago.
Right. How do you get your supply of ingredients now?
It's still the same guys. They definitely have seen a drop in requests for supply from a lot of restaurants.
Right. How does that affect you if, let's say, some suppliers, they can't give you certain ingredients that you need? How do you adapt according to that?
Cooking is easy. Cooking is really fun. And it's not always limited to having one and only one ingredient, right? If I can't get this cut of beef, I can use another cut of beef. I just need to modify the recipe a little bit. The thing is, our job as cooks is to take the ingredient that we have and present it in the best way possible. Even if you just have rice, you'll figure out something.
In this time of the movement control order, in what way has your business been hit the hardest?
The hardest right now is maintaining staff morale. 90% of our staff are actually part-timers, and them being part-timers means that work is optional for them. And that's fine. The first thing that we asked when this started is, who doesn't feel comfortable working? Who doesn't feel safe working? You can opt out. I won't say, hey, later when we open, you won't get shifts, nothing like that. So once that has been done, the remaining staff that comes into work, we make sure that they know. We put in very stringent SOP to ensure that the people that they are working with are safe to work with. And of course, for riders as well, the moment we detect anyone that is not feeling well or is feeling sick, we immediately cancel their order and assign for a new rider. I think about 40% opted out. And in the days that proceeded since day one, the drop rate was about 2 or 3 per day, even though they were scheduled. So that was a bit of a hassle for us. There were nothing that we can do. We had to continue finding replacement no matter what. So the support team actually went down ground level and covered those shifts where necessary. So you have my head of department for operation, flipping burgers. But I thought it was good because everyone volunteered themselves. They also felt good being on the ground level, being connected to the team. We're constantly looking for the silver lining.
So on a more financial note, I'm sure that the movement control order has sort of affected your business revenue. But in what ways has it affected employee welfare, such as unscheduled pay cuts?
So the first thing that we've said among our head of departments is that we will be the first to take the pay cut. The last to take a pay cut is the store level store managers and the full-timers. They are career people and their livelihood shouldn't be the first to be jeopardized. Without them, I have no job. So far, the head of departments and myself have taken 10 to 20% pay cut. Some have offered more. Even our store managers who have not heard of that we have taken a pay cut. Some have called us up to say, hey, if you need to do a pay cut, I'm happy to volunteer my salary. And I was like, okay, you don't have to, but it's good to see that the team is willing to put themselves up for the greater good of the business. And that makes me want to protect them more.
What is some advice that you could give to small businesses who are not doing as well as you are?
I don't have a fix-all advice for this current times. Honestly, at this point in time, it is a little bit late to do anything. And I don't want to sound negative. If there's a lesson to be learned here is always be prepared for the worst. Again, life throws you lemons, right? And sometimes it's a bad lemon. What are you going to do with it? I don't have a really solid advice because it doesn't apply to everyone. But for future sake, just build that contingency plan, even though if it even has just a 1% chance of happening.
What would you do then if the movement control order is extended or implemented even more strictly?
It is what it is. If I need to close, I need to close. Hence, I got the loan ahead of time to ensure that we are able to weather the storm for the next 2-3 months. I believe a full lockdown is necessary for this to get passed. Do I rather a short pain than a long pain? I will always opt for a short pain.
Renee, that's all that we have for today. Thank you for allowing us to clock in with you remotely. Do you have any last words to say to the people watching?
I would just like to thank everyone, all our fans, all our friends that have been supporting us over the years. We have been serving the communities for the last 7-8 years, and it's been a pleasure. And we hope to continue doing this in the future. So thank you so much, and we hope to see you guys again soon.
So speaking to Renee, I think it's actually very, very encouraging to hear that people are actually really working together, and what he said was true. The worst of times bring out the best in people, especially with all the different eateries coming together and bonding together and working towards one goal rather than competing and being worried that you would take my business or anything, and making sure that not only do people have food to eat, but making sure that their workers are paid and they're even taking pay cuts. I think that's really, really awesome on a managerial level. So a really great job to myBurgerLab. That's all for today. Thank you for clocking in remotely with us. If you like what you see so far, be sure to like and follow us on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And hit that bell icon on our YouTube channel for any upcoming notifications. This is Michelle clocking out remotely. Bye!